All right. Hello, hello, hi, Candy.
Hey,
How's
how
it
you?
going?
It's going, it's going. Would you like to give an introduction of who you are?
Sure, I could do that. Hi, everyone. I am Dork Alt Delete. I'm a variety content creator and streamer. I stream Sundays, Mondays, Tuesdays, and we do a variety of things. I've met Candy. I've known Candy for what, 6, 7 years now, I think. Um,
Something like that.
but yeah, something like that. Yeah, yeah. So, anyways, yeah. Hello, everyone. I'm Dork Alt Delete, and
Go. How did you
How
come
did you
up with
come
the
up with
name
the name
Dork Alt
Dork
Delete?
Alt Delete?
I went and I asked people probably aren't gonna like this answer, but I went to Chat GPT and I typed in funny, quirky, punny names with dork in it, and I came across one that said what was it? What did it say? I forgot. Dork alt no, that's me. Control alt dork. I came across one that said Control Alt Dork, and I was like, yeah, that's cool, but I want something like more quirky. And then I was like, you know what,
Mhm.
Dork Alt Delete. So I was like, I like that a lot better. So I'm Dork Alt Delete, and I actually have an alt account called Alt F Dork, which is super cool.
That is really cool. I was gonna say when I saw your alt name, I was like, wait, that's so clever of an
Yeah,
alt name because it literally has it in the name or whatever.
yeah.
But and then before that, you were Nintendork. Did you want to talk about the transition from that to this?
Nintendork. I've been Nintendork since 2005, so I don't know when this is coming out, but that was like 20-ish years or so. But actually, not when this is coming out. I know when it's coming out. Sorry. Pause editing Candy. Anyways, so um freaking I was Nintendo for 20 years basically from 2005 to 2025. And I got that because back in the day on YouTube, when it first dropped, there was a short or a skit that came out where it was gamers going to the military, and the drill sergeant was yelling something like, "You PlayStation punks, Xbox jerks, and Nintendorks" or something. And I was like, "Nintendork, that's punny. I like puns in Nintendo. I'm gonna be Nintendork." And then that's kind of where I got the name from. And then with all the recent Nintendo things going on, I was like, you know what? I should
Mm-hmm.
probably change my name because I'm kind of afraid that I'm gonna wake up and my kneecaps are gonna be broken or something, and there's just gonna be
By
a
John
note.
Nintendo.
Exactly, exactly. So I was like, you know what? And then also like changing my name, that like rebranding was one of the best things I think I've done. That was one of the better things that I've ever come up with. So I really, really am glad that I changed my name and rebranded.
Yeah, we're kind of skipping around the questions, but did you find any differences like between like any changes once you actually did your rebrand or any challenges around it or worries that you had with it?
Worries, I thought maybe that I would lose more viewership than anything. Like I
Hmm.
thought maybe if people jumped on social media and saw, they're like, who's who, why? I don't remember following Dork All Delete. Who is this? But I actually think that it went through really well. And I've actually found more of a following and stuff because of the name change. I think I've got more of an audience and more of a reach now because of that. Because before, I believe I was getting like mostly like people 13 and up or around the teenage like audience,
Hmm.
and I don't know, that's really bad. Like I can't, like I'm more of an 18 plus stream anyways, and even though I would disclose that, I would still, I don't know, it was a mess. So I definitely think that the name change has helped a lot.
Yeah, because that's interesting. I guess Nintendo's kind of maintained the thing for kids, so that makes sense that kids would come in looking for Nintendo
Right.
content. I've never really put that together until just now.
Yeah, yeah, no, I did, and a lot of
Yeah.
people were telling me like that know me IRL that were also that knew I streamed. They're like, you should really like, I don't know, like Nintendo. That's cool. It's a punny name, but you're probably attracting the wrong crowd because of that.
Hmm.
And I was just stubborn and no, I've been this way for 20 years. It's fine. And then I
Yeah,
saw
I
the
don't need to
Nintendo
change
stuff, and
anything.
I was like, I really like my kneecaps, so I should probably change my name.
Well, I was gonna say as well, you've had the name since 2005. How long have you like been doing content with the name though? 'Cause I don't imagine it started in
Um,
2005, unless it did.
So my right. So I've always wanted to be a content creator of some sort. I in high school back in the day, I ended up like learning a little bit about video editing and photography and thumbnail design and stuff like that. but I think technically my alt account, I changed the name. I don't remember what it used to be, but whenever I set up my alt account, that one is from 2007. My original YouTube channel from 2005 is long, long gone. But my alt account is actually my second ever YouTube account, the Alt F Dork one. And the first video that I remember uploading was like 2010 or 11. But that one is also long gone, and I have a video from 2014 that had 30,000 views on it. Which back in 2014, that was
That's
a lot.
crazy.
Like if I had kept that momentum up, I feel like I probably could have been like one of the OG YouTubers or something. Like you know.
Yeah, yeah, that's crazy. So you started like your YouTube in 2000, or your second YouTube in 2007,
I
which is
forget what happened. I think the first YouTube account, I was like, YouTube is dumb. This will never. It's just a phase. And like, nah. And then I deleted it. And then I ended up making my second account, and I don't remember what it was. It's probably like my legal name or
Mhm.
something. And then I ended up changing it to Alt F Dork. And then
Yeah.
the Dork Alt Delete. That's my main one. That's probably where you guys are seeing all the stuff on.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so when you started your second YouTube, I was 4.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're young. That's why you guys call
Yeah,
me Uncle Dork. I'm pretty old, so
yeah.
old. So
You are old.
I'm pretty sure by the time this episode comes out, from what I've heard, I will be 32. So fun fact, fun fact.
Wait, wait. So, wait, is your birthday soon? I'm about to find. I don't know when your birthday is.
January.
Oh, wait, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
middle of January. It is crazy. That's why I keep
That's
saying I'm
crazy.
32. And everyone's like, "No, you're aging yourself." I'm like, "Yeah, by like 6 or 7 days, it's fine."
By 6 or 7 days. I got you. But okay, going back to the other questions. Oh, how long have you been? You've been making content since around 2007, on and
Yeah.
off. How long have you been streaming? Because when I met you, I mainly knew. I saw that you did YouTube, or you've done YouTube for a while, but I met you through streaming, and so I'm curious about how long you've been doing that.
I want to say I think it was the end. It was November of 2018, I believe. So 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So just hit 7 years streaming. And out of those 7 years, I took a 2 year break from Twitch. So I think that's why
Mhm.
and then on top of kind of looping back around, I was Nintendork and whatever. So I think it's just my audience was very limited. But yeah, I've been streaming for 7 years. November 15th. It was either November 15th or 16th of 2018, I believe. Yeah. So 7 years, and I took a 2 year break on Twitch and streamed exclusively on YouTube. No like deals or anything. But yeah, Twitch at one point was like, if you stream whatever, I don't know. So I chose I decided to stream on YouTube for 2 years
Mhm.
instead of Twitch, and now as a result, I actually have like exactly 100 people more on YouTube than I do on Twitch. And it seems like when I get one on YouTube, I will also get one on Twitch. So we're staying at relatively 100 subscribers or members or whatever apart, which is kind of funny.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So taking that 2 year break from Twitch, did you find like anything different, or like what was the reason, I guess, behind that switch to begin with, and then if you noticed like stuff from it.
Want to say because I also was streaming on Mixer back in the day, so that was the one owned by
Oh.
Microsoft. Yeah, so I was actually
I remember
multi-streaming.
hearing Mixer.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's why the brand deals got started. Like YouTube and Twitch and all them were like,
Mhm.
"Oh, if you come to
Mhm.
us, we'll give you a
Yeah.
bajillion dollars." So I was streaming on YouTube and Mixer was actually taking off for me, and then they closed it down for some reason. I don't remember why, but yeah, they closed it down, and I was like, "Well, I gotta choose between Twitch or YouTube." And I decided to go with YouTube because I was like, maybe I should just be a YouTuber, not a streamer. And then YouTube was like, oh yeah, but streaming and haha. And then I don't know. I kind of thought maybe that um momentum. I had more momentum on YouTube than Twitch because I was stuck at like an average of like I got affiliate and then I basically was stuck at like 2.7 concurrent viewers for like almost a year, I think. And I was like, well,
Mhm.
I've tried everything that I thought I knew to try at the time, and I'm not making any progress, but I'm seeing better results on YouTube, so I'm just gonna stick to YouTube. And then fast forward 2 years after that, that's when Twitch kind of laxed up a bit. Was like, you can multi-stream, that's fine. So
Yeah.
then I picked back up on multi-streaming.
I guess I kind of forget that Twitch has not always been cool with multi-streaming because, like, obviously I knew they weren't cool with it until, like, quite recently. But
Yeah,
it's interesting how much it's already taken, like, effect on, like, where, like, I know so many people that multi-stream. So, like, where it's
right.
just, it feels like it's just always been an option, but it actually has not been an option.
Mm. Or at least
So,
without any kind of like major repercussions. Like I was worried
yeah.
that my Twitch account was,
Yeah.
which was the main reason why I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna pick one because alternatively, I thought about with my streaming schedule at the time. I think I streamed 4 days a week, and then like it was day one I would stream on Twitch, day two I'd stream on YouTube. I would take a break, then day three I'd stream on Twitch, and day four I'd stream on YouTube. And I'm like, you know what? That's just like too much to manage for my
Yeah.
scatterbrainness. So I'm just gonna pick one, and I chose YouTube.
Yeah, I got you. Which makes I think made sense at the time too, because you were already kind of more focused on being a YouTuber than a streamer anyway.
Right.
So that does make complete sense.
Hmm.
Well, with the recent like you've been multi-streaming now that they've allowed it and been more lax with the rules, and you've gone into doing both YouTube and Twitch, doing the I believe both of them you've been doing landscape and the vertical layout. How is
Only on
that been?
YouTube. Yeah. How has it
Only on
been?
YouTube? Yeah.
Yeah, so I signed up. I got a notification on Twitch, I don't know, 2 weeks ago or so that was like, "Hey, you're invited," or show your interest in wanting to stream vertically on Twitch as well. I opted in for it, and I haven't heard anything back. So I think that's
I
mostly like
see.
the big creators. But on YouTube, yes,
Okay.
I do stream I do three streams at the same time. I do vertical and horizontal format on YouTube, and then I
Mhm.
do just horizontal on Twitch right now until they're able to let me do vertical too. But honestly, I'm really liking it because on YouTube they're trying to slowly push out to where, regardless if it's horizontal or vertical format, you can um, you can get seen in the shorts feed, which is
Oh,
YouTube's
that is
like,
huge. Yeah.
yeah. So, but I've noticed after my streams end and I get my stream report back, I get a lot more interaction and viewers and followers from the shorts one. So I've even thought about only streaming vertical on YouTube. But I don't know. It's a lot less real estate. Like I have to rearrange everything to get everything on
Yeah.
screen. So I don't know. I've thought about just only streaming then until I get the ability to rotate your phone screen if you're watching on mobile, for example.
Mhm.
But yeah, no, I mean, definitely give it a try if that's something you guys are interested in and you're able to do that. I think you need a pretty decent internet speed. I have 1 gigabyte, so
I don't know what I have. I'll be so real. I know it's good because I've done a
yeah,
little bit of multi-streaming myself and it's
yeah.
worked. But I didn't
Hmm.
I didn't do the shorts one. I didn't notice a growth for me doing both other than just like I had my VODs available on
Yeah,
YouTube.
right.
Which is what I liked
Yeah,
about
that,
streaming on YouTube. It's just I had my VODs there. I didn't have to remember to export them over.
yep. That's one of the pluses when it comes to multi-streaming on YouTube. The one thing that I don't like, and maybe I haven't done enough research, but there's not as much interactability on YouTube. Like, on Twitch, you've got the Twitch points and you've got all the
Mhm.
redeems and all the cool things that you could do. And then on YouTube, I'm sure there's a way around it, but I haven't figured it out yet. I haven't really done that much research. I use Lumia Stream, not sponsored or anything on mine or Candy's end. But Lumia Stream does have a points feature if you watch on YouTube. So keep that in mind. If you link your YouTube account and you use Lumia Stream, you can. I'm pretty sure all my viewers have points if they watch me on YouTube. So I just have to set that up
Okay.
on my end as the streamer to let you guys be able to use your points.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say the thing with YouTube is I feel like YouTube's made for primarily like video watching rather than stream watching, which is
Yep,
like
exactly.
why like I personally like I don't see myself despite the issues Twitch has had, especially like recently, I don't see myself leaving unless because the community to me on Twitch, like in the community that the way the community can interact has always been um more I don't know what the what the right word is I'm looking for. But it feels more
More,
tight
yeah.
knit almost, I guess, because they can just do things and really interact with the stream. More interactable, I think, was the word I was actually looking for.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. I got you. I got you.
But I was gonna say, is there any challenges you've had with doing the multi-streaming?
Yes, because the way that I have my OBS set up, I have a vertical canvas and a horizontal canvas, but to save
Mm-hmm.
resources on my computer, I will hide the vertical canvas. There was a stream 2 or 3 months ago that I did, and I did not realize because I had my vertical screen hidden.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever I went back to watch the VOD, it turns out I forgot to unhide my game capture source in the vertical scene. So you could hear the game, but you couldn't see the game for like the entire 5 or 6 hour stream on the
Yeah.
vertical one. So I had to like delete the vertical VOD, but the horizontal VOD's still out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
That's
a
good.
challenge. If you do the multi-streaming, regardless if it's like two horizontal streams on different platforms, like you have to have like all the chats open, which there's ways around
Mm-hmm.
that, and I have that as well. I'm not sure about Lumia Stream. I know Restream has one. I use a thing
Yeah.
called Twitch Chat. It's all one word, Twitch Chat. That's what I use for. You can have all your stuff in it. YouTube, Tiltify, anything that you stream on really with that one.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I was gonna say, I imagine you have a thing to like have all your chat combined so that you can see
Yeah.
messages.
Right.
I have not set that up because I haven't committed to multi-streaming too much.
For sure, for sure. Well, especially you've got a tight knit community already on Twitch, and if you're not really focused on YouTube, you're basically starting over with streaming. So you got to build another audience, or hope that you can convert your Twitch audience over to YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like Twitch right now is kinda my home.
That also kind of reminds me, staying on this question, YouTube doesn't do ads every so often. I think if you make
Oh.
it big enough, they'll do pre-rolls, I think, and then if you feel like inserting ads, you can. YouTube, you set your prices for your tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 subs.
Mm.
And they're known as memberships. So that's also something else that I'll get confused of like, "Hey, thanks for the sub." And I'm like, "Wait, no, no. A sub on YouTube means a follower, and a membership is what Twitch calls subs." But yeah, that is definitely a perk on
Yeah.
YouTube. Is my lowest tier is 99 cents per month, 99 cents American. So that's really
Let's
neat.
go.
Versus on Twitch, I think it went up to like what, 5.99. So
Yeah, it's 5.99 now for tier 1. I don't know if the other tiers went up. I've only ever gotten one tier 2 and one tier 3, so I've
oh well, we'll have
never
to
had
change
to look
that.
at it. No, no. I don't even do anything I don't even do anything for my barely anything for my tier 1s. I feel
Oh, then
bad.
then what's my that's my question for you. What would you do for your tier 2 and tier 3? Because I've had ideas. I just don't know if I want to implement them ever.
See, I guess, like, I think I'd probably try. But my problem is I don't have a lot of time to, like, dedicate to doing, like, doing things outside of the things I already do. But I'd like to do,
Yeah.
like, for tier 2 or tier 3, do have, like, special member streams or, like, special streams just for
Ooh,
them.
member only. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I got
Just
you. I
because
got
they're
you.
spending the extra money, so I'd like to give them more of an incentive, I guess, for
I
doing that.
see. I got you. Okay.
Um,
Nice, nice.
I don't know. I'm so bad at ideas. That's the only idea I have had when it comes to
Oh, for
figuring
sure.
out what
Yeah.
tier 2 and tier 3 get.
Yeah, you
I'd
just
like
have
to do
to
more
doodle around.
personalized stuff. Yeah,
Right,
doodle around.
exactly. Yep, yep. That's what I thought about doing for my tier threes if I ever did that. Like my tier twos would probably be like a sticker pack, kind of like the ones I did
Mhm.
for TwitchCon or am planning
Yeah.
to do for PAX East. And then tier three would maybe be like a handwritten letter or
That
a
yeah,
personal
second
email or
handwritten
something.
letter. 'Cause that's what the yard
Yeah.
does for their Patreon. Sorry, I love the
Oh,
yard.
okay,
They'll
okay.
do like
Yeah, yeah. Shout out the yard.
I'm not subscribed to them on Patreon, but I know for like their top tier, I do know because I've looked at it and I'm like, can I spend the money? No, I shouldn't. But their
Yeah,
top
but you
tier
still
gets
looked
like
at the perks.
of course, but it's like you get
Yeah.
a postcard from them and it might have a written message or something.
Okay, I didn't know that. Nice, because I watch them on YouTube, so I
Yeah, I
don't
do the
like listen to
same.
them or anything. Yeah.
I love the yard. But speaking, I kind of forgot to put into. I wanted to ask about TwitchCon and stuff. I forgot to put these in here.
Hey, that's fine. What's up with TwitchCon? What's
But
the deal with
like,
TwitchCon?
you've gone to the last two TwitchCons in San Diego? How were
Yeah,
they?
2025. So 2024 was actually really cool because that was my first con. Both times I didn't really have an issue like everybody else was having, unfortunately. I did have some weird interaction on day 2 when I was IRL
Oh.
streaming. But other than that, like it's been fine. Let's see, 2024 I went with a group that I used to be friends with, and then we had a falling out
Mhm.
for various reasons. And but when I was there, it was really fun. So it was a new place. I got to fly on a plane. What else? We hung out in an Airbnb together, and it was just overall really fun. I got to meet most of the bigger streamers that I look up to, like who I got to meet Cutie Cinderella, Maya, Valkyrie, Mi Young, Saikuno, and then in 2025 it was more or less the same, but I was solo, and I ended up getting to meet Ludwig, which is really cool. And I got
Mhm.
to hang on. Let me grab this. Let me go off the camera real quick. My bad. But for those of you who haven't seen it yet, I did actually get to bring Candy along with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
saw I saw that Candy had posted a tweet about how you really enjoyed Connor Eats Pants, and I still have the clip of where
Mhm.
I was like, "Hey Connor, this is Candy," and she's like your biggest fan ever, and she didn't get to make it. So like, please, and I think you were watching at that portion, but I think you were busy. You were doing like IRL stuff, and you
Yeah,
couldn't
I
hear.
was.
So
Yeah, that same day I ended up meeting because they just happened to come down at the same time. I met one of my brother's friends that I've also talked to, like, when I was online. So
yeah,
he came down, and so I remember we were at Cracker Barrel, and I watched the stream like you were in the meet and greet line. And I was like, like I'm so excited, and I left, and I think like 5 minutes later you had met him, and I was like, I should have been there
I
watching.
missed it. Yeah, yeah. Well, I have the recording. I have the whatever. So
Yeah.
Hey Connor, how's it going?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Dork. This is my friend Candy Hearts.
Okay.
She is like your biggest fan ever.
Really?
Yeah, and she couldn't make it, so I told her that I would bring her along, and we were hoping to get a selfie with you if that's cool.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, sweet. You wanna hold her?
Sure.
Sweet. All right. This is an Insta360 camera. It'll make like 3 beeps and then take a photo.
Okay, cool.
All right, sweet. 3, 2, 1. Cheese. Sweet. Thank you, Connor. It's nice to meet you.
Nice
Have a
to
good
meet
one,
you
man.
too.
Sweet. Appreciate you.
Hi.
Candy, yay! It worked, Candy. How how nice was it being held by Connor? Hey.
yeah, so I have the VOD. I gotta. It's still in production because, fun fact, I'm my own editor, and I blamed my editor for not getting the videos out. So, but behind the scenes, it's
I
it's me. I am my own editor. So
I also blame my editor.
yeah, and you're your
Like,
own editor.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I have been working on editing though, I will say.
Yeah, that's good.
I've been
Making
trying to get stuff.
progress.
Yeah,
So wait, you're
trying.
you're gonna you're gonna have to edit these then, huh?
Yeah, I am editing this
Oh.
one.
Well, hi, editing Candy.
I was gonna say, did you find obviously the year before you went with a group, did you find anything that you enjoyed more with doing solo or stuff you wish you had a group for in this year?
Not really, no. It was more or less the same, just the layout of the con itself was slightly different, like the booths were
Okay.
rearranged and everything. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that first year, because that group that I had a falling out with, we were kind of falling out in the middle of TwitchCon, or like right before TwitchCon
Oh.
happened, and we had already divvied everything out, and I had paid my portion for the Airbnb and such, so I feel like maybe they didn't want to say no, or they didn't want it to be awkward or something, so they just kind of let me still tag along. And then that's when we
I
completely, like,
see.
yeah. But I mean, I was basically solo there in 2024 also, because there are TwitchCon quests, and it's little quests on the TwitchCon app, and it's like, hey, go
Mhm.
around and scan this QR code or do this or do that. And I was looking at the map, and I was with a group. I was looking at the map. I looked down at my phone. I looked back at the map, and I looked over, and they were gone. And I was like, oh.
I see.
So I was basically solo both years. It's just in 2025, I
I
actually went by myself and didn't meet up with anyone. But yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. It's super fun, and I don't know. I don't know if we can leak it or what, but like, I am going to PAX East, and
I'm
I
also going to PAX East. I think we can link.
wow,
I've already been
how
saying
we
that.
can
It's
link
crazy.
it. Let's go. Yeah. So yeah, I think this episode's gonna drop sometime in January. But if you're going to PAX East, please come say hello, at least to me, because Candy and our other friends are VTubers. So please respect their boundaries. I'm gonna try my best to do so as well. But yeah, I mean, please come say hello. I'm gonna try and get enamel pins actually.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, like this. I got this one from work. Dumpster fire team rescue or whatever. I want to get an enamel pin of like the little Dirk guy, my P or what is it? My Fugi, the little Fugi. And I
Yeah.
want to get where it says like PAX East, but I want to get like enamel pins. I don't know. I have several websites pulled up, 6 or 7 websites pulled up
Wait.
that I can.
6 or 7.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait.
But wait, what? What's up? What's
If
up?
can you send me the websites you're looking at? Because I would also
Yeah,
like to get enamel pins. That'd be so cute. 'Cause
yeah, that'd be cool.
I think me for PAX East, I will probably be. I don't care if people come up and meet up with me and have like.
Oh,
photos
I
or
just meant
whatever.
like posting photos, like, cause
Yeah.
cause
I
I
don't know. I'll
actually we went to the VTuber meetup or whatever, and there was a lot of them that were like, oh, just let me know if you're gonna take a photo and make sure you tag me in it if that's like what you're gonna do. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, yeah, that's fair, cause some people they didn't want their face doxed or anything. So, and that was actually part of TwitchCon 2025 this year. Apparently, was they were making people take their masks off and like say their name out,
Yes,
their name
there's
out
a lot of
loud.
issues with TwitchCon, unfortunately,
Yeah.
this past year.
So hopefully we won't have anything like that when it comes to PAX East. I've heard it's a
Yeah.
lot safer and better. So we'll see. This will be my first one.
This will be my first one too. It's my first time traveling outside of like I've traveled obviously to like nearby states because I'm kind of like
Yeah.
20 minutes or so away, 6 or 7 minutes maybe away from.
6 or 7. Yeah, right.
No one can see, but I did the 6 or 7 thing.
Oh no,
Real life.
I heard it. I heard
You
it.
heard it. You heard it. Okay.
Yeah.
As long as you
The
heard it.
discrepancies in the mic. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I do have the mic a little bit further away because I.
About 6 or 7 inches away. Yeah.
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 But it'll be my first time like I've gotten on a plane before. And I've tried. Okay, technically I have traveled outside of my state to like visit Murph's family, but I haven't gone out for like anything other than that. Like where I'm out kind of by by myself-ish. Like I'll be traveling.
Yeah.
Like with Murph, but it'll be like still alone-ish. Like as adults, I guess.
Oh yeah, right, for sure.
So it'll be an experience. I'm excited. I'm hoping to like, if I get confident enough, maybe I'll take some videos.
Oh, that would be cool. I'm probably gonna take videos as well. That's what I was saying. We'll work out the finer details once we get up there, or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I'm able to post photos of everybody, maybe put everyone's VTuber over their like actual body or something. I don't know, or like in videos, for example. So that'd be cool.
Yeah, we need to figure out with everyone what they're fine with, because I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm fine
we
with,
will.
Yeah, I'm fine with whatever.
Yeah, I got you.
So, but okay, getting back to the questions, we got sidetracked on PAX East, but that's fine. I love PAX East.
I hope I will. I hope so.
Yeah. I was looking into, because they don't really have anything announced. Sorry, I'm still on PAX East. They don't have anything announced yet for like who's going to be there as like guests and stuff. But I looked in previous years' guests, and I saw like Matt Pat was last year, and Nikki Niachu.
Oh no, that's cool.
Niachu was there last year.
Okay.
I don't know if you know who that is, but
The name sounds familiar.
She was on. You'd probably know her from the Dream SMP, but she's done a lot of content.
That makes sense. Okay, I gotcha.
So anyway, I adore her. I'm so excited if she does end up showing up this year. But,
well, we'll have to see. I mean, because it's literally like what, 6 months away? I think 5-6 months away, 6-7.
it is not. It's in March, and it's It's like 3-4 months away, maybe.
Oh yeah, because we're recording this in December.
Yeah, we're recording in December, and this will come out in January, so then it'll be like 2 months away, which is
Yeah.
scary. I still
Nah, it's not scary.
I haven't told my family yet that I'm like leaving in March for that week.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
I'm kind of scared too, so I've been putting it off.
Wait, why are you scared? What's or can you is that too personal, huh?
I just like, well, they don't like the idea of planes, and I think they probably won't like the idea of me and being like by myself up there.
Yeah.
Ish, you know. There won't be any family
Yeah.
with me. So I'm kind of worried
Mhm.
about it.
Yeah,
But
no, we'll get into that then too at some point, yeah.
yeah, so but surely I'll be fine, and I'll bring it
Yeah,
up.
no, I
I'm
went like
kind of
3,000 miles across from like east to west. My Mama Dork she was upset. She's like, "Oh, please get the Life 360 app." And I was like, "Haha, no." Oh.
See, I have like 360 with my people. That's why like I have to tell them, otherwise they'll look and just see I'm
Oh.
lost.
Like, "Hey, why are you 6 or 7 states away? Come on now. What are you doing?"
Yeah.
Doing?
Yeah. Yeah, luckily it's not as
Yeah.
far as, that's like part of the reason why I couldn't, well, it's also a lot of money to go to TwitchCon, because I'm on East Coast. But
Honestly, it's so far from what like the logistics of it, like it's actually about the same for me. Like the going to
it
TwitchCon and then going to PAX East. Yeah, it's so far it's been
probably
about the
low
same.
key,
The same.
but I'm gonna say it's more expensive as my reason.
Yeah.
But
That for sure.
but I'm hoping, because I'm planning on getting my license soon
Yeah, that'll be
on
cool.
Wednesday. Which
Oh,
won't
you mean soon.
yeah, so I'm
I
hoping
thought you meant soon.
no, I'm like trying to actually get it. Actually, yeah, it'll be like in 2 days. But we'll see. Yeah,
Wow.
so we'll see. So surely if I get that though, because I have to get it anyway because I need the
Mhm.
real ID. Um, so
Yeah.
so I'm hoping I pass. I think they'll be a lot more chill if I have it. Theoretically, also have a car before PAX East, but that's
Right.
money, so we'll see about that. But that way I can be
Yeah.
like, I'm an adult. I got it. I got it figured out.
Yeah, we got this.
Anyway, enough
PAX East.
PAX
Yippee. What's the
East
next
talk.
question? What's the next question?
Um, okay, what has been the biggest challenge for you since streaming, and what advice would you give your past self since starting out? This also would apply to like content creation in general, YouTube.
The biggest challenge would
Yeah.
be probably just being consistent, or it's not really consistent. I think it's my work life balance. Like I stream on weird days, and all of the research I have done suggests that I stream on like the worst days possible, which I think is now contributing to my lack of discoverability, because I have had people on TikTok or even Twitch or YouTube jump in and be like, wow, this guy is really cool, like why is no one discovering him? Which I still don't believe them, but I really appreciate you, random viewer, that said that to me.
Mhm.
But yeah, I don't know, I guess that would be the challenge is, and if it like I'm just really picky about the people I work with, and if I switch
Yeah.
shifts so I could stream on like say Wednesdays. I've done research, and apparently the best weekday to stream is Wednesday, and then
Mhm.
Saturday and Sunday also. And out of all of
Yeah.
those days, I'm only able to stream on Sunday, and typically people don't stay on as long Sundays as like a viewer. So I would say that yeah, just work life balance would be a struggle. And just streaming on all the incorrect days. Probably marketing. I've been trying to learn a lot about like how to market myself in SEO, because I thought I had a good grasp on SEO, search engine optimization, which with
Yeah.
the Nintendork name I did. If you type out Nintendork, like Nintendo with an RK at the end, you're gonna get like 30 or 40, 6 or 7 other Nintendorks, versus if you did NNTN DORK, you would only get me. And it's the same thing with Dork Alt Delete. So I thought that I had a pretty good grasp on SEO, but I think there's still a lot to learn, and I need to learn like marketing and honestly networking. And you've helped me a lot with networking, so I owe you like everything because of that. But yeah, it's honestly just opening
Well,
up out of my like shell. Cause who was it? It was Harris Heller. That's actually how I learned a lot about streaming. Shout out Harris. He said something once, and I know it probably I took it way too far or way too serious, but he said something a long time ago, and I'm paraphrasing, but it was basically if you're not streaming, someone else is, and I that really stuck with me. So
mhm.
it's like I have to be streaming, and I hate that like I'm at work and I have to lurk in your guys' chats, and now lurkers don't even count most of the time, so like I feel bad.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, man, I'm like basically not supporting anybody, and I'm not in anyone else's chats really.
No.
And I don't know, I feel bad. That's why I'll do bits or subs if I'm like in a friend stream and I'm just rambling like, oh, here's $25. Like I'm sorry I can't be around. But yeah, I don't know. So and then my sleep schedule is not really a schedule. Like
Yeah.
even I don't know. I woke up. We were supposed to start at 8. I'm pretty sure I woke up at like 6:45 or 7. So,
Mhm.
it's a combination of everything. It's lack of sleep. I feel like I need to be disciplined more. And I'm going to go over all of this. By the time this video comes out, you guys will, or this podcast comes out, you guys will, whatever. But I do plan on making my own video talking about my goals for 2026. And I want to try to be
Oh.
more disciplined and actually wake up and stream, or even when I come home from work, stream during the mornings. And then on my off days, I stream during the nights. That way I'm streaming every single day. I think in my current situation that will help a lot more. So, but yeah, I mean, I guess to answer the question again is just work life balance is a challenge. Uh, and what was the other one? What advice would I give my past self starting out? That's a good one. Um, Network more. Go talk to people more.
Mhm.
So in the past, trying to talk to people and like network, it didn't go well. And funny enough, around the same time that I met you, the two people I had rated out before rating out to you,
Mhm.
were the experience did not go well. So one of them was like
Yeah.
a friend of a friend of a friend
Mhm.
in that group that I had a falling out with, and I rated into them, and they got mad and like, great, I was about to rate out, now I have to stream for an extra 15 minutes because you rated me. Why would you do that? It says I'm ending on the title, and I was like, my bad. I didn't. I'm sorry. I won't ever rate you again, I guess. And then the next time I rated, I found a random who was playing Mario Kart, and the streamer was really sweet, but the mods like were like literally hissing at me, and they were doing the whole like Patrick Star meme, like with the nails, and be like, get
Yeah.
out of here, thought. And I'm just like, what? Sorry. And then I was like, I guess I'm just not gonna raid anybody anymore. And then I happened to raid out to you because I was playing Mario Kart on a Monday, and I was like, oh, a
Mhm.
VTuber. VTubers are cool. I'm gonna raid out to a VTuber playing Mario Kart, and that's how Candy and I became friends. So,
Mhm.
but yeah, I don't know. Just networking and maybe
You just had
learning
really
different social
bad
skills.
luck. Like that
Yeah,
is the
yeah.
awful luck with like I've never had that experience, but I've heard so many people have that experience where people get mad because
Mm-hmm.
they rated in while ending, or like the mods are weird about new people coming into a streamer's chat. And
Yeah.
that's crazy to me because for many reasons. Because
Right,
like
right. There's 6 or 7 reasons that I can
yeah,
think of. Yeah.
yeah, because like the mods there are hindering the streamer from growing. Number
Yeah.
one
Well,
in that
I mean,
situation.
the streamer was they I think they were at 5 or 600 or so when I rated, and
Oh,
I
I
haven't
see.
I unfollowed them like 2 weeks after because it in the Discord they were being mean to me, in the I don't know,
That's
so just all around. Well,
crazy.
right. Well, and they meaning the mods. The streamer was sweet. I really liked the streamer, but yeah, after a couple of weeks, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna unfollow this person. I can't support them if their mods are gonna be this way. So I didn't say
Wait.
anything. I just whatever. Those would be the challenges, and then I guess the advice I would give to myself was like network more and learn more social skills. So yeah.
Yeah. I also lack in the social skills. I just pretend like I
I
know
don't
what
know.
I'm doing.
You're. I was gonna say you're really good at that on Twitter. So
That is true. I'm honored that you said that me helping you network like that. That's crazy to me.
Yeah, no, seriously, like, I don't know, like, you have, like, what, 50 Discords, and I'm in 49 of them because you won't invite me to the 50th one or for some reason.
Bro,
Um,
hello?
I'm just kidding, I'm just kidding. It's for
Crazy.
the bit, yeah. It's but yeah, no, I don't know. Just you're super sweet and all this other stuff, and you've introduced me to so many lovely VTubers and Flesh tubers
Mhm.
actually. That's yeah, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's crazy because I feel like I don't like. I know a lot of VTubers, and I only know a few Flesh. I don't know. It's just crazy to me that you know the impact I guess I have because I talked to Fierce the other day for the podcast. And they were like, your events really helped me. Like, those were some of the best like things of this year, and I was like, that's crazy.
Yeah, no, for sure. I agree with that.
But that's wild to me. I don't know
Yeah.
how to take it.
Good, bad, maybe you'll figure it out later, who knows? I'm also weird
Yeah.
about compliments because that gets into my lore or whatever, but yeah, like typically when people would compliment me previously in the past, I've gotten better about this now, but uh typically whenever I was like growing up or in school or at past jobs, if somebody was complimenting me, they wanted something from me.
Yeah.
So I defaulted to like, what do you want from me? I don't give me compliments. The Patrick meme that
Yeah.
or whatever. So
I was gonna say, I
oh,
noticed a lot
oh.
this year. I've kind of become more of that, like where people compliment or they start talking to me about stuff, being like, just like they want something out of me or they expect something, like
yeah.
especially when one of the collab servers that I'm in, like I joined the VC and they, someone else joined it because I just started a VC, and then they were like, "Oh, I see." Like, they immediately looked at my stuff, and then they were like, "Oh, we should collab sometime." It's like, mm, we
Like,
just
okay.
met, and like you immediately brought up my number.
Oh yeah, no. It's streaming is more than just numbers. Like I know the psychology is like bigger numbers, so yippee, but like that if that's all you're focused on,
Yeah.
like I know people I don't yeah, no, I know a couple people that are very much like that that have
Mhm.
copied me IRL, like at my workspace. Like there's been 2 or 3 people that have caught on that I am a streamer, primarily because I wear my Twitch
Mhm.
hat at work, which is probably not a good
Yeah.
idea. And they straight up like there is a not a sponsorship, a partnership that I have, and I
Mhm.
had those 2 or 3 individuals flag me down at work and be like, hey, I followed and did exactly what you did, help.
It's
And I'm just
crazy.
like, what do you mean? But yeah, I don't know. They
Yeah.
just and then the other one, they're only concerned with numbers and they're trying to figure out how to rig the game or cheat the game so their numbers are better. And it's like they'll that it doesn't
Mhm.
like your numbers could be better, but if you're still a shitty person who's just copying me like bar for bar, like that's gonna catch up to you at some point. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, bigger
Yeah. Well,
numbers and mentioning the numbers, I see.
yeah, bigger number, better person or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But no, but like I said, I think this year as well. Like I think that experience for me doing that, and then also like just little things. Like I noticed, like when I was helping people for events, I was like, I offered to like be behind the scenes and stuff, I
Yeah.
but more doing behind the scenes and actually helping out with the kinks and stuff of it, and then being put more as like a participant in it, which is fine. But it kind of got me in
Yeah.
like a little like, are they just putting me in? I just got really paranoid about that. It's like, am I being
Oh,
just
for
put in
sure.
because of my number? Because I don't,
Mhm.
this this year I don't want to be like flexing. I'm not trying to flex, but I grew a lot.
You no, you did. No, that's I actually remember that. 'Cause, I think you only had 200 or 300 subscribers whenever or subscribers. I wish followers. Sorry, there's that YouTube terminology. But I'm pretty sure you only had like 200 or 300 followers whenever I rated out to you, and then you grew exponentially. Aren't you at like 1.7K? That's cool.
I'm almost
Are you?
at 1.6. Like
Oh,
I see
okay.
the number right now because I
Uh
just
huh.
happen to have it's on my OBS. I'm at 1,585 followers.
Yay, that's exciting. See,
It's
hopefully PAX East will help you with that.
yeah. Hopefully, but I'm like, obviously it wasn't a play. I didn't think I'd ever reach 1,000, And so now that I've
Yeah.
reached it, and then, you know, I don't know. It made me become slightly paranoid just because I've noticed some things have changed since with like some friendships and stuff.
Not the status quo.
Yeah, I know. The
Gotta
status quo
get
is
you, man.
catching up to me. And also like if I collab with someone, like I've had a collab like a couple months ago where it was kind of a big name was in there. And
Yeah.
and then I got messages about like, how did you get into that? Like, how can you get me in?
Oh, no. Yeah, I got you.
And it was someone I barely talked to, and I was
Ah,
like,
well then,
oh.
whatever.
Yeah, it didn't feel good. You know what I mean?
See, I'm an asshole in that regard, and I would be like, "Oh yeah, I can help you get in," and then I would tell them the worst possible information, so they would like,
Like,
yeah,
just to crash and burn them. No, I was like,
yeah,
it's in my only, like, I can't give you, like, the way in, like, it's closed, like, I'm not someone that has the power to do that. But I was,
yeah, right,
I was like, it's
yeah.
like, ooh, we never talk, and this is what you bring up to me, ooh.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I
No.
mean, that is kind of cool that you're paranoid about it, because that's kind of like your gut instinct and stuff. So, like, it's kind of basically weeding all the fake people out. That's also been my experience.
Yeah.
Even though I'm growing at a slower rate, I've had that kind of same experience
Yeah.
where, yeah, they're just in it for the numbers or
You're like
whatever
they're
they're.
trading from you. I was gonna say, have you had
Yeah,
that? Because I've been experiencing and noticing that a lot more this year than in previous years. Previous years for
yeah,
me.
yeah. I've been there. So, but yeah, you being paranoid about it, that's actually kind of cool, because you just listen to your gut when it comes to that stuff.
It's a learning curve for sure. This is a big
It's definitely a
sidetraction.
learning curve.
We'll see if I
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
this
Well, and
in.
then getting all the fame and the power and it's the
See, but
attention. It's like, oh, I've never had this before. I don't know how to handle the situation.
I don't have that though. On a
No, yeah, no.
I don't have any of the good perks. Like I can't quit my job yet.
Oh, yeah, for sure, for sure.
I just have I feel like drama kind of just comes around if anything. If
Oh,
anything.
for sure, always, yeah, and that's in any space. It's not just the streaming or creator
Yeah.
content creator space, but yeah, there's work drama, then there's personal
That's
drama,
true.
then there's drama online, and I don't know.
See, I guess I don't have the work drama and the like I do have some like I guess personal life drama. So I think like
Yeah,
when um like streaming stuff is like where a lot of my drama comes from. And sometimes I feel like not that I don't think that I start drama, but sometimes I feel like people
yeah.
perceive me that I do, especially because I do talk about like experiences and stuff that's happened to me where
Well,
I feel
but
like
see, that's
people
making you
assume that I'm
relatable. So as the content creator, that's, like for example, me. Like, yeah, you were talking about stuff and it's like, hey, I can relate to that, and I don't know, because I'm also a content creator. So it makes you more likable and relatable, and like, people feel connected to you.
moving on from this topic. um Tell us about your community and what you enjoyed the most about them. And if it's like, because you've been streaming so long, if you've noticed like a change in the community since when you've started and, you know, all of that.
Yeah, so I initially got most of my following playing Mario Kart. So for a longest time, I was known as like the Mario Kart streamer. That's how I got my first 100 followers, and then I did a giveaway and exploded and got like 100 to 200 in like a week, which was
Mm-hmm.
crazy. And then
Ooh.
I stopped doing those because I read that like if you're only doing giveaways, it's mostly going to be like throwaway accounts and stuff that follow you, and that
Oh.
like, oh, well, they're not going to count for like watch time, and and like they're not going to
You're
come
not gonna.
around and hang out and chat, so that like so yeah, that's definitely a change. I was known as the Mario Kart guy, and then what else? All of my original followers, like even my day 1 and day 2, they're still following me, but like they don't come around anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I think that has mostly to do with the 2-year break that I took on Twitch, because they didn't have a YouTube
Oh.
channel, or they didn't want to like watch me on
Follow
YouTube. They would
over.
rather, yeah, so which also ties back into like the marketing and the networking and stuff. Like that was just on me. So, yeah. Let's see. What's the other?
Oh, I didn't write it
Um,
down because I added it. If you noticed a change
Oh,
since
you're good. You're good.
from when you started, in your community
Yeah,
from
I
when you
mean, just
started.
the dynamic, honestly. Same thing with the rebrand. I've noticed I've got a lot more like regulars. Because there were some people that were like, "Oh, you have like a 13 or 14-year-old in your chat. Well, I don't want to be here and chatting then."
Yeah.
So even though I had 18 plus in the thing, and they just
Mhm.
presumably click the thing that says I'm 18 plus or whatever.
Yeah.
However, they got around the parent of the whatever. They're in chat, so stuff like that. What else has
Yeah.
changed? Honestly, my stream itself has changed over the years, and that's something that I wanted to experiment with. At first, I was kind of like the VTubers that have the green screen like as their background
Mhm.
or a transparent background. I've done that. I've had the borders. I've had full face cam like what you guys are seeing now. So I don't know. I've done all kinds of different things. I used to have a round webcam because I thought that was neat. But
Mhm.
yeah, just my stream setup and my overlays and all that have changed dramatically. What else? What else? Oh, but yeah, my community now. I really like that. I don't know. I've never had a community that's this like tight knit and close. And like if there are 6 or 7 people and they all talk to each other and me and like I don't know, we all feel like welcomed and we just hang out and play games and stream and all this other
Yeah.
stuff. So I don't know. It's a cool feeling versus just having one random person that they talk to me and I miss their comment, then I feel bad because I should be able
I
to read their
got you.
comment. Yeah.
No, I got you. I mean, kind of touch before, but with I know I have a question in here about work, like life and streaming balance in general. But
hmm
could got how that's going for you with work life balance? If if you're managing
Yeah.
it well.
I think I'm managing it well as far as being consistent because I stream Sundays, Mondays, Tuesdays. Um, but yeah, I switched from 6:30 p.m. to 8, and that seems to have also worked out in my favor as far as whatever. Like I
Mhm.
get more raids going that way. Um, what else? Yeah, I just if I'm not sleeping, streaming, then I'm working or doom scrolling, and
Mhm.
that's one of the things that I want to eliminate is doom scrolling because typically when I get home from work, I want to just like relax for a little bit, so I'll open up my phone and start doom scrolling, and I want to like cut that out and stuff, and I want to be able to stream more. So, but I mean, it's pretty much the same thing every time, and I need to work more on like scheduling my stuff out.
Yeah.
I think right as of right now, my offline screen, if no one's streaming and it's a recommended streamer, it just shows what I had streamed 2 months ago, maybe something crazy like that.
Yeah.
So I need to get better at whatever. But yeah, if yeah, work life balance. It's yeah. I need to change schedules. I would really like to work less if I could, but it's whatever.
Yeah. Like I said, I always struggle with finding that balance. So you'll see me stream. I streamed a lot for a good period, like every day, and then now I'm kind of inconsistently streaming just whenever. So I feel like I
Yeah.
have such a hard time finding that work life balance with content creation.
Well, because it's also not only is it work and life. Well, I mean, yeah, you've got like personal stuff that comes up or things that come up like out of nowhere that you didn't account for, and it's like,
Hmm.
oh, well, I kind of have to cancel stream tonight, or I have to stream later, and then people don't get my or even Twitter. Like I'll make a tweet and then it won't post, and I'm like, oh, that's dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this kind of ties into the work life question. Kind of ties into what I was. Then my next question here is like, can imagine because you have like where you're always kind of busy minus the doom scrolling with like you stream on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and you
Uh
work the
huh.
rest of the week. Do you experience burnout with that? And like, how do you deal with that whole burnout situation if you do?
I don't think I've experienced burnout yet because I've heard several definitions and all the definitions that I have heard of burnout, I don't believe I have. So I feel like to me, I guess burnout would be just I can't stream and I don't want to stream. And I've never felt that. Like I've always wanted to well, I said I'm streaming today, so I'm gonna stream today. And if like, I don't know, something comes up, like if I do a collab and somebody can't make it that night or something like that, well then I typically have a backup plan. Or if I don't, I'll figure something out. So I don't know, like I make it work because that's how I am like IRL with stuff. If like I don't know, growing up and just experiencing life in general, if something happens, I just figure out right then and there how to fix it. So, yeah.
Yeah. So you've never like, I was gonna say, because my definition of burnout is not necessarily you stop streaming. I mean, most people do after they experience burnout, but it's like you lose passion for what you're doing.
Oh,
Stuff. Have
fair
you ever?
enough. No, that's yeah, no, I like it actually I'm the opposite where if I'm not streaming or creating content, I'd get upset cuz I can't draw. I'm self-taught with thumbnail design, but I really like I can't take words from my head and put them on paper. Like I could not be a lyricist or like write music or write poetry. I'm better with like making one-liner jokes that make everyone laugh and block me on social media and then um
Shade, okay.
no but no that's my creative outlet, like being able
Yeah.
to be funny or be online or make content. Like I can have an idea for a video or a skit and I can see it in my head and then make it into a video versus I can't do that with paint or markers or drawing or something like that. So I don't know I really like
Yeah.
being creative in that regard. So I don't think that I would have burnout.
That's interesting because you've been doing it. I'm really surprised by that answer because you've been doing streaming and content creating for like I don't know. But I'm
For
also
7 years, because I've also had that. Oh, 7 years, and you're only at. My numbers aren't on screen. It doesn't matter, but my numbers aren't on screen. Let's see. I'm not even at 800 yet on Twitch, and I've been streaming for 7 years.
yeah.
So,
I was gonna say,
like,
does
you
that
know.
discourage you from streaming at all? Because I feel like that would discourage. Like, I already kind of get discouraged looking at my numbers sometimes. I
Well,
don't, but
so I don't know. Ever since the rebrand, I've been seeing my numbers go up. So I've not. This is the first time in a long time that my numbers have actually went up instead of plateauing.
I see.
So for me, I'm like, yay, I did something right for once. Now I think my barriers are the work-life balance and just streaming on all the incorrect days for streaming,
Yeah,
and maybe my networking and my marketing. I need to figure out how to like market myself better.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
See, you stay like
Cause yeah.
positive through content creation. I feel like obviously there's been some negatives with stuff, I'm
Oh
sure,
yeah. It's
but
fine.
like
That also delves
it's
into my lore. Like I have a very bleak born or not bleak. Like I guess I'll just say it now. We're all gonna die in the end. Everything's made up. Time doesn't
Mhm.
exist. Like I don't know. So I'm just trying to make the best of it while I'm here.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to look at it too, and especially with
Yeah.
doing like yeah, it's just a good way to look at it.
Yeah, I know content creators that have streamed for 10 or 11 years and they're just now finally getting to like 10K, you know. So,
Yeah. I was gonna say, especially it's so hard because there's so much that goes into content creating, like that, like there's the algorithm, which it can decide just
mhm.
not to pick you up. So there's
Yeah.
like so many factors into it of like what causes someone to grow and what, and
Right, yeah.
so, you know, it's crazy as how many factors go into it and, seeing you stay so positive throughout all of that and like, just,
It's just the
that,
way that I grew up, I guess.
yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go to the next question because I don't have good segues.
Good, you're good. Okay, next question.
Next
Actually,
question.
editing you. This is something that I learned in high school. You can actually like throw the question on screen, and then I don't know, maybe put a funny twist on it. Like, put the question on screen, let it stay on screen for 2 or 3 seconds, 6 or 7 seconds, and then like it'll in parentheses pop up like 2 seconds later and be like, I didn't have a segue for this part, lol, or something, and then make like a fart noise, and then it's me answering the question. So editing Candy, there you
Yeah,
go.
editing Candy is probably lazy and won't do that,
Same. I feel that.
but editing Candy will take into consideration. I'm sure. What has been like your weirdest stream interaction?
You know, weirdest stream interaction. This kind of loops back to a compliment. Yeah, I don't remember what I was playing or what was going on, but I had somebody jump in and they're like, "Hey, I've been a lurker forever in your stream. I just want to let you know that you have an amazing voice and I fall asleep to your streams every night." And that caught me off guard because I was like, "Wait, what? I hate my voice." So, at least back then I did. It's grown on me over the 7 years, like having to
Mhm.
edit my own videos and all the other stuff. But I think that was the weirdest. That was the weirdest one that was on stream, I guess. And then going back to the TwitchCon 2025,
Yeah.
there was an individual while I was doing IRL streaming. I was kind of leaned up against the wall at TwitchCon, and I had my phone out and was just reading chat. And as I was responding to people in chat, I had a guy come up and be very descriptive about somebody who apparently stole money from him. And they
Oh.
used a bunch of not nice words in their description. And I was like,
Awesome.
okay. I was like, no, I haven't seen this individual. And then they're like, okay, and then they just walked off, and everyone in chat was like, what the fuck just happened? I'm like, I don't know, dog. I was just hanging out with you guys and this happened. And yeah. So that would be like, I guess, the weirdest IRL
Yeah.
interaction, because that was my first IRL stream.
Yeah. Hopefully, I know you mentioned about the maybe IRL streaming PAX East. Sorry, going back to PAX East. I'm really
Yeah,
excited
no,
for
you're
PAX
good, you're
East.
good. Yeah, I haven't seen if the Easy IRL company,
Yeah,
I
no
don't know if
one's.
they're going or not, so.
Yeah. Hopefully they are. I don't know. Because I haven't seen. I know like PAX East does the panels and stuff, and they stream the panels.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I remember watching Markiplier's PAX panels back in the day. He's not gonna be
Yeah?
there, but
Yeah,
it's
because he's West Coast now.
yeah. Well, he would travel to like all of them, I think, back in the day.
Oh, okay, okay.
But he's also too busy. He finally announced Iron Lungs coming out in January.
Was it January
Yeah, I
30th?
think so. I think the
Yeah,
closest.
that's 10 days after my birthday, so I'm
Oh my
actually
goodness.
really excited. I want
Let's
to see
go.
it.
Nice. I'm hoping. I need to talk to Murph about it. I think the like closest theater though is like 2 hours away. I need to look again because I know people have been like calling and asking theaters to play it.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah.
because that I think they only let him. I think he's only playing in theaters on January 30th, unless I misread.
The fun fact, most movies will say that, so that way it's like, oh no, it's a limited time event. I need to go see it right now, and then like it inflates bigger number,
Yeah,
bigger movies. So, you know,
that's true.
we made
But
this much
I
money in
know.
the box office.
Yeah, but I know like I feel like they've been giving Mark like a rough time with like this movie because I think he's been trying to get it released to like all theaters and they have not been giving him that
Yeah.
grand release. Like so he said like if
My
you
my assumption is because he's an independent.
yeah, independent and like,
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that it'll get released because I don't know what theaters are doing it. I think it's just the like I think it's independent theaters, maybe. I don't know. I haven't looked too much
Yeah.
into it.
I haven't either, but yeah, we should all see it. It'll be
We should
cool.
all see it. Yeah, I still need to see the FNAF movie too.
Yeah, I haven't seen either of them.
You haven't seen it either,
Nope.
dude. You need to watch the first one.
Watch party and Discord win.
I'm down.
Let's
I think I
go.
posted a watch party for it, and not this Halloween, but like the Halloween before, I think. But you can do it again. I have it bought on Amazon. I bought it on Amazon,
Oh, okay,
so
okay.
I can play it whenever.
Nice. Sounds good to me.
So, watch party soon. Okay. Let me see. Oh, this is a fun one. Were there any content creators that inspired you to start streaming? Or content creating in general?
So I guess it was kind of like initially back in the day, I knew pretty early on, like I said, 2007, 8, 9, 12, that I wanted to be a content creator. It wasn't really about the money. It was more so that that's how I can be creative, is through stuff like that. So, the only one that comes to mind right off rip for streaming would be Harris Heller, because when I typed in how to stream on Twitch or how to set up OBS, one of those keywords, he was the first one that popped up. And I really liked his personality because apparently there's a lot of Harris Heller haters, and I
Oh.
was unaware. So
Mhm.
I was all like, oh cool, Harris Heller, he's like my inspiration, and like I got shit on for that, and everyone said I had like a hot take and I'm an idiot and whatever, but I don't know what
No,
that's
I didn't.
about. So I don't know, but Harris Heller, he was the reason why I started streaming and all this other stuff. And
Mhm.
then content creation, honestly, I want to say Smosh. Smosh was probably the reason
Oh,
that, yeah,
yeah.
like back in the day, Smosh, like when they
I
first started.
That makes sense, yeah, because I feel like back in your day,
Yeah, back in my day, yeah.
there was only a few I think that were doing it and, like, being, like, content, consistent with content. It wasn't just random memes uploaded, and then, like,
Yeah,
it slowly got to, like, where it was gaming and all of that stuff. It transitioned.
yeah,
So
exactly.
that
Right,
makes
right,
sense.
right.
I also have no idea who ever Helen, what was
Oh,
his name?
Harris Heller.
Harris
Yeah,
Harris Heller. I
Senpai
was
Gaming, and he ended up making his own, uh what do you call it? Basically, he made streamer music, streamer safe music. You don't even have to give him
Oh,
credit if
okay.
you don't want to. So whenever he started
Interesting.
releasing all that, Stream Beats, if you've ever heard of Stream Beats,
Oh,
that's
I think
his.
I know Stream Beats.
Yeah, Stream Beats, and he's got I forget his name off the top of my head, but he's got a friend that helps produce the music, I believe, or he did. I don't know. I haven't listened to his stuff in a while, but yeah. I actually got to meet him in 2024 at TwitchCon. Turns out he's
Really
like
interesting.
6'5" or something like that. It's crazy. I didn't realize that. He does not look like that
Oh
in
my
his
goodness.
YouTube videos. But as I was like, "Oh shit, it's Harris Heller." And as I got closer, he kept getting taller, and I was like, "Okay." Like, I'm used to being the tall person. This is weird. Weird.
Wait, how tall are you?
6 foot even on a good day.
Yeah.
My joke is usually 5'12", 6 foot on a good day. Fun
You've
fact.
you've definitely told me 6 foot on multiple occasions.
Yeah,
Like,
well,
so
I
now
mean
I
it's
remember
fine. Yeah,
that
yeah.
college joke.
Technically, I'm 5'11 3/4, but come on, like I'll give
Yeah,
myself
you
like
just
a
round
quarter.
up at that point.
So
Yeah.
versus, I do know another streamer who I know will not see this, so I can say this. It's a streamer that I don't know, Small World, which anyways, they were saying they were 6'3", and it turns out that I met this streamer from the group I had a falling out with, who was in a different part of the country, and it turns out this streamer ended up working with me, and I did not know that. And they live in my hometown, and I did not know that. And I ran into them because they're day shift and I am night shift. I ran into them, and I was like, "Oh shit! I did not know that you were a local." And they're like, "What? I didn't know you were a local," and whatever. But yeah, no, they're like 5'10" or 5'11", and then
It's crazy.
right, right. So on stream when I jumped in, and I was like, "Hey, it was nice seeing you the other day." And I was like, "Hey, I met this streamer. His chat went wild." And was like, "Oh wait, is he really 6'3"? And I was like, "No, no, he's like 5'10". And he immediately stopped streaming, looks into the camera, was like, "I'm 6'3". And I was
Oh.
like, "Oh, he's totally 6'3". Yeah. Haha. So like maybe even I'll even give you like an inch. Go for an inch max, but not like 5,
Yeah.
not 6 or 7. Like that's crazy. We didn't have a
Let's
segue for this next question. Next question.
okay, what is your favorite game of all time?
Favorite game of all time is The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. That was actually kind of going back to the Nintendo roots. I actually used to be a PlayStation fanboy. I loved Crash Bandicoot. I loved Spyro.
Ooh.
And I got a Nintendo 64, and I was like, cool, Nintendo games, whatever. And I remember back in my day, you could actually rent physical video games for
Mhm.
like the weekend or however long you wanted to pay for, and then you return it or whatever. We went to the video game store, Hollywood Video. They're no longer around, I believe, so rip and pepperoni or whatever.
Yeah.
But I rented Mario Kart 64. My mom let me rent Mario Kart 64. I went to my grandma's house, and I was like, "Grandma, look at this racing game." And she was like, "Oh, that's cool. Look at this RPG elf game." And then I got addicted to
Oh.
Ocarina of Time. It was the first Nintendo game that I
Mhm.
recall beating on my own when I was like
Yeah,
4.
I feel like that's such a hard game to beat too as a kid. I
And
I
I was 4. So cuz that game dropped when I was 4 cuz it came out in 1998,
You're
the late
so
1900s.
old.
I've been gaming since I was 2, fun fact. So I've been
That's
gaming for
crazy.
almost 30 years.
I think I've technically also been, well, I can't remember for sure, but I also started gaming really young when I was like 4. But mine were like PC games. We did have like consoles, but like I would
Yeah.
play on like nickjr.com and play like the little kitty games.
Yeah.
Because I probably could have found other games to play, but I surprisingly did not find any inappropriate games to play when I was 4.
Right. Oh, fun fact,
So-
my first M-rated game was Conker's Bad Fur Day. It was a mature rated game on the Nintendo 64, and Mama Dork went and rented it. It was like, oh, look, it's about a cute little squirrel. And no, it's a cute little squirrel, but it's got adult content in it.
Wait, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, so Conker's Bad Fur Day, it was made by Rare, which is the same people that made 007, GoldenEye,
Okay.
Donkey Kong, not Country, but Donkey Kong 64, Perfect Dark, if you've heard of Perfect Dark. So it's Rare. So is the people that made it. Microsoft ended up buying. Oh, they made Banjo-Kazooie. Yeah. So they made it. It was a mature rated game. It's about a squirrel, and it have like a lot of 2000s references in it. Like at the end of the game, spoiler, there's a segment where you're basically playing through the Matrix, which the first Matrix movie was out around that time, so they took stuff from that. It had cussing, it had drinking, it had pissing on other people. Was a mini game.
Awesome.
Yes, that was my first M-rated game when I was like
How old were you?
Literally 6 or 7. I know I've been using that joke a lot, but I was literally 6 or 7. Whenever that game came out, I don't remember when Conker's Bad Fur Day dropped initially. I think it was 2000, so I actually would have been 6.
That's crazy. I don't know why in my head I assumed this, but I assumed like the old, especially Nintendo consoles, didn't have M-rated games, which doesn't make sense.
Well, and then also the ESRB rating, that's what we use in the States. I forget what the acronym stands for, but because I know in like the UK I think it's PEGI. But like it either wasn't well established or it wasn't as strict back then. I
wasn't established. I'm trying
Yeah.
to think what ESRP. I'm trying to think what it stands for. Electronic Service
Rating Board.
So, yeah, I think
Maybe.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that makes sense. Ocarina of Time. See,
Mhm.
we got the Zelda. Twilight Princess.
Twilight Princess is a banger. We need to play it again. Yeah.
We should. I was playing with Heavy Blam. Shout out Heavy. Actually, no. No shout out for Heavy Blam.
Redacted. Shout out.
No, I love Heavy. He just annoys me
we like
sometimes.
Yeah, no.
He's very good at rage baiting me. He's like one of the top rage baiters I think I know.
Yeah, I've heard you have a valid crash out because of him one time. You were like, Heavy Blam!
Yeah, but I was playing it with him because it was his first time playing, and and then we never got back to it because I think he got really busy with school. I actually have not spoken. Now I'm thinking about it, I haven't spoken to him in a hot minute.
Oh no, we haven't spoken to Redacted in so long.
But yeah, he was playing it. He was taking it all in. He's also like he just got his degree in like game dev and game design. So he was doing he was doing testing on stuff, and like he was inspecting everything there was, which is quite impressive because there was not a lot to inspect. I feel like with Zelda, Twilight Princess.
For real, yeah.
Because I think for that first section, it took him I don't want to say it, but I think it took him 6 or 7 hours to literally get to where you turn it, because I think we stopped after Link turned into Wolf Link.
Oh dang, no, that's he explored everything and then some.
Yeah, because he just I might be exaggerating. I'm trying to remember. It was way longer. I remember it was way longer than it should have, and I was so tired.
Yeah, for sure.
Because Heavy, when we did it, it was only available really late at night. And I am semi-available late at night.
Well, and also, I think Heavy's in a different time zone. No, we're in East, and I think Heavy is in Central.
I think so. I think he is. Yeah. So
I mean, that's also a factor.
Yeah, but Yeah, and I think I had work the next day. I think it's also why I was like, please get to the section so I can end because I'm so eepy. Like when I
Yeah.
I've noticed when I get eepy, I'm done.
Yeah, it's like I won't go bed.
Yeah. Like when we were playing Zort the other day, I was like, man, I wanted to hang out, but I'm so eepy and getting so grumpy. I can feel it.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad we were able to beat Zort though, anyways. So.
Yes, I
And now
did
that
want to
everyone's on
finish
the same
Zort.
page, we can, when they drop the next chapter, we could just go straight into that.
That it's gonna take like 5 million years for them to drop the next chapter.
I agree, because it took like a year or so for chapter 2 to
Yeah, it took
3.
5 million years for chapter 2.
6 or 7 at least, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, is there a game that you enjoy but wouldn't play on stream?
I'm not sure, honestly. If so, it would be because of like a technical limitation, I think, because I've been trying to play and stream Where Winds Meet, and on stream, like it won't do the game capture. I have to do screen capture, and everything
Ooh,
stutters for me whenever. So,
interesting.
and then
I
OBS
keep
is like
hearing,
encoder overloading.
yeah, my OBS is
But
always screaming that. I ignore it, which is probably not good. But I look back at stuff and I'm like, it looks fine. It's fine.
yeah, it's just being dramatic for no reason.
I was gonna say, I keep hearing about Where the Winds Meet, but I don't know anything about it.
So, do you know if one's human?
Oh, I do know about it's by the same people.
It's I don't know if it's by the same people, but to me it feels very much like Once Human, but samurais and Chinese instead of like futuristic and yeah.
Okay.
So it's I
Yeah.
really like it. I got to
I
level
remember you really liking
16.
Once Human too.
Right, yeah. So and
And
it's
I
the same concept.
yeah.
So I mean if you get it cuz
Okay.
it's free, you like just hit me up and play.
Okay. Well, we said that I said that about Once Human too. Like we made plans I think to play it and then I didn't play it. But look,
Right,
I do
right.
this thing where I'll get the games and then I'm like, I just don't make the plans.
Yeah.
So that's on me.
That's okay. I mean, that's something that you can dive into the future.
Yeah, that's true. Going into the next question, it's funny you mentioned diving. Is there
Oh, so
any
we're diving into the next question.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got you.
Diving into the
Yeah.
next question, is there any content you're looking to dive into that's different than what you do now?
Let's see. Honestly, I think it would be cool to do more IRL streaming. I just need to either make an IRL backpack or I need to purchase one because the Easy IRL group were selling their version 1.0 for like a mega discount. I think instead of like 1500, they were selling it for 5 or 600. And I was so close to getting
Wait,
one.
that's crazy. You
Yeah,
should have
and
got it.
I was thinking about it, but I mean, I think I can make my own for cheaper to
Oh, okay.
yeah, because it's basically from what I've gathered, if you're gonna do it DIY at home instead of buying it pre-built, you just need a Raspberry Pi 5, a thing called Bella Box, which is like a Linux something that you put on an SD card into the Raspberry Pi, and then you basically need like 2 generic Android cell phones that would work. But the caveat to
Hmm.
my understanding is they each need a SIM card. So that means you're gonna
So
have
they
to
can
open
get
up 2
data.
phone plans. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but the person was telling me at TwitchCon, they're like, yeah, we are able to get our own data, like I almost like they're their own cell phone service provider or something. So you can actually go through them and it's
Okay.
cheaper.
Okay.
So
Well, what I'm thinking they probably do, because I've been learning a lot about uh cellular, like there's a lot of third party cell services where they just piggyback off of what like T-Mobile and AT&T already
that
do. So
makes
I bet
sense.
you they're just using those data towers to just
That
do
makes
that
sense. Okay, okay, yeah. Because
rather
I've
than
I've
having
got
their own.
this DJI Osmo Pocket 3 now, which is the same one that I borrowed. Because you can use it as a webcam, so technically I
Okay.
can use this as a webcam, and that's what I did at TwitchCon. And the way that Bella Box is set up, or at least the way that they had it set up, is if you unplug the camera, it'll automatically switch to a BRB scene, and then you can plug the camera
Oh
back
yeah, yeah, I
in and
remember that.
yeah, so I don't know, it's pretty cool. But yeah, I think maybe doing
Yeah.
IRL streams because that would get me out of the house and that would also
Yeah.
that I don't know, it's just different content. Like everybody could experience like I don't know, I live in the Appalachian Mountains, so I don't know that I'd have good cell service, but I could go like
Mm-hmm.
on a hike or something and show everybody like waterfalls and stuff.
See, I wish I could do that. Unfortunately, I just live too like it's I don't go anywhere. Partly because I don't
Yeah.
drive, which maybe that'll change here soon. But
Mhm.
like I'm too scared of doxing my location because I do like the idea of IRL streaming a lot and just doing that. And
Yeah.
it's obviously it's grown exponentially too. Like you see a lot of like the big people now are even going into IRL streaming.
Mhm.
And like I don't know, it's really really cool. I really like the idea of the hikes. I actually I mentioned you. Do you know Furious Syndrome?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I follow them and they might follow me back, yeah.
I actually mentioned them about like the Easy IRL people and showed her your stream and she was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
I want to see if I can get in contact with them about that stuff." So she's trying right now because she's also been really interested in IRL content. And
Yeah.
so it's been you say IRL content. It's really intriguing. I really wish I could get into it. I don't think it's gonna be a thing for me in like my area though.
Yeah, unless there's a way that you could like have. Well, no, I guess it really wouldn't matter. I was gonna say maybe if you could have like your VTuber on screen or something,
There
set it
definitely
up that
would be a
way.
way to do that. Probably. I don't care about showing my face. I'm more scared about doxing my location. I already get scared that I dox things a lot by accident already.
Oh yeah, no, that's why another reason why I can't play Where the Winds Meet is because I'm not used to having my desktop being shown, and I'll like go
Yeah.
to tab into somebody's stream or something, and then I've got all my tabs open, and I'm not doing
Yeah.
anything weird. It's like unlocking my phone. I don't have anything to
Yeah.
hide.
So
Just you're in my
scared because
personal stuff.
I've been having all of the PAX East stuff open and like I like the
Ooh.
Airbnb and stuff open of like where we were going to like, you know, hang
Uh huh.
out. And I'm like, I need to close all these because otherwise we don't need anyone uninvited showing up to the house.
Right.
That would
Right.
not be good. So I've been almost docked. Well, I usually make sure I have all of that off anyway before
Right.
I like I don't have that showing on stream and I make sure I don't have anything opened, you know. But
Mhm.
I've definitely forgotten a couple, not for PAX East, but just in general. I've definitely docked some things.
Like oopsie. Yeah, it's just you gotta like not mention it. Like you just gotta close it
I
out and
know. My
hope that.
biggest thing is like, whew, I've accidentally
See, I guess
I've accidentally
I was
said
gonna
my
say
real
that's
name a
yeah.
couple times.
Ooh. No, not the Alyssa. Oh, sorry. I almost said it. I almost said it.
Yeah, no. It's like I don't care if people know my name's Alyssa. I just don't like accidentally doxing it because then I don't want people other than like you calling me Alyssa. I don't want other people calling me Alyssa in chat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair. That's like Emma or shit Emac. Same kind of deal with like that. You know. Um, yeah. What were we talking about?
Wait, pause.
No.
Is
I remember. I hate my IRL name, so it's not only is it a privacy thing, but like I hate my IRL name.
yeah,
No
I
one can
don't.
remember it.
Yeah, I don't mind Alyssa. I just don't want it. Don't want to be called it on stream. I want that little
You're gonna have
privacy.
to redact it out again.
Read that. Yeah.
You're just gonna have to have
Oh,
like you're gonna have to go in and like ad lib and then just redacted.
redacted. But I think I did skip a question by accident.
Oh,
I
bonus
did.
question.
Bonus question. Do you find because a lot of our friends are VTubers. We do know a couple
Uh
face
huh.
cam. You are a face cam streamer. Do you
Yeah.
do you think there's different challenges to being a face cam streamer rather than like no camera or having like a VTuber or something else that represents yourself?
I think so because some of our friends, or like, I mean, even you, like, you have a theme, and like, I don't really have a theme. I used to say my theme was
Mhm.
black and blue, which is why I wear black and my hair is blue, and then my background's black and blue, like the little
Yeah.
foam thingies are black and blue. I don't know. I try and go with like gimmicks or something, like the lights. You guys can change the lights or whatever. Or
Mhm. Mhm.
I've got the subs right here on the wall. If you sub, I don't know. So I think so. I feel like with VTubers, there's some mystery behind it, because even though
Yeah.
like not everyone looks like they're VTubers, some people they're either like a fictional character or they're a different like ethnicity than what they actually are or something like that. So there's like some mystery behind it. So
Yeah.
I don't know, your VTuber might be like a dragon, and then it's like, well, I'm pretty sure you're not actually a dragon IRL, so like what
Dude, that'd
gives?
be awesome.
You right, right?
An actual dragon.
Yeah,
Now,
so I don't
there's
know.
a dragon VTuber that's actually a dragon IRL.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
really funny. So I mean, I don't know. And it could also just be like a me thing. I don't know, because I live in a trailer, and this trailer is older than I am, and it's had like 40 or 50 different people running through it. Fun fact,
Oh.
behind this right here was a giant hole in the wall where presumably one of the tenants punched a hole in the wall, and I'm
That's
not. I shittily patched it together and then covered it up with this. So like I don't know. I did a shitty paint job on the gray. I did all the paint, but like I don't paint. This is my first time painting anything that's not like a
Did you do
hobby.
one layer? Did you do multiple
Oh no,
layers?
I did 2 layers. I got lazy right here. And cuz my plan was to actually bring my camera in, which I think on my main one, this one? Yeah, you actually can't see this over here. And you can't see all my
Yeah.
desk because I've
Oh,
yeah.
sorry. Wait. Okay. The other day, you gifted. Why did you gift me 5 subs when I was offline?
Oh,
What did I
because
get for that?
because the bingo, the bingo.
Did I win? Did I win the
You
bingo?
did, you did, yes,
I want.
you did.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you got N42. I'm glad you brought
I
that
got
up.
N42.
Yeah, you got
Okay. That
N42, so you ended
I
up
was
winning.
so tired. I just left my computer on running it and went to bed.
So
So
fun
I was still
fact
learning.
about the wrong one. I clicked the wrong one. Any shit.
No, you're good.
Anyways, no, it's not an emergency. We don't have to hang in there. It's fine. Um Anyways, so one of the cool things about Twitch chat that I use, like the application or the doc rather, it's a
Mhm.
website, but I have it as a doc. I can see when people come in and out of my streams. So if I leave OBS open, I can see if people like stalk me while
Oh,
I'm away, which is actually to me is actually like a good thing. I did not know, like talking going back to like maybe the
yeah.
numbers, like if that's disheartening or something. I did not know that I had silent support. Like I know that I had followers and people like, "Go Dork,
Yeah.
yay!" But like I unless people tweet it or tell me, I didn't know. So I didn't think I had silent
Mhm.
followers. But it turns out there's a lot of people that go on my channel for anywhere between 15 minutes to a couple of hours. But I bring all this up because I opened up OBS like the next day, I think, and it said you were in my chat, and I
I
was
definitely
like,
just left it open because I was.
yeah, because I was like, why is Candy in my chat? I don't even think we're collabing today. I was like, all right, whatever. So it's funny.
I
But
see.
yeah, I saw you were there.
Hmm. Yeah. Now that you bring it up, because I have Mix It Up, which Mix It Up tells me every once. I don't look at it too often. I mainly look at it like before I start streaming, like after I start streaming. I've also been
Yeah.
looking at it more with the lurker issue with Twitch to see like how many people
Uh-huh.
are getting counted.
Yeah.
But it tells me when people. Now I'm like curious. I need to set it up where OBS tells me. I'm always.
Oh, it's a doc. Yeah. Well, I don't know about a doc, but Twitch chat is just a website. Twitchchat.fr
Oh,
French.
okay. I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Twitch chat, it's all one word, Twitch chat.fr for French. And then I just copied that and then pasted it into a custom doc on OBS.
That makes sense. That's probably just what I could do
And
with
that's
Mix It
also
Up.
how I'm able to see both chats too.
Yeah.
I've heard
Yeah.
good things about Mix It Up. Yeah.
Mix It Up.
Oh, and then if you have Twitch chat or Streamer Bot, you can
Mhm.
like hook Twitch chat or
I used
Lumia
to.
stream. You can yeah.
Yeah, I used to use StreamerBot for a little bit. For when I didn't have a Stream Deck, I like set up my own custom Stream Deck
Yeah, exactly. That's
through
cool.
StreamBot. So that was really cool. It like I have the numpad still. Like I use like it just I bought my own numpad just to use it.
Yeah. That's
So
honestly the cheapest option
it
if you're,
is.
yeah.
I just it was a little bit scuffy, but I think that's a user error than a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I actually yeah, I was gonna say I have someone in my chat. I think they came from you. I don't think they
Oh.
ever talk ever, but they're always in my chat named Kitty Jellybean.
Oh yeah, no, Kitty's great. Yeah, we love Kitty. Yeah, that they were like my second or third follower ever. Shout out
Wait,
Kitty
that's
Jellybean.
crazy.
Yeah, they're one of the ones that like I don't really ever see them.
They never chat.
Okay.
They never
Yeah.
ever chat. So like I don't I just happen to look and I'm like, huh, you're here. It's actually funny because they didn't get like actually put into the chat awards, but when I made that, someone put Kitty Jellybean in, so it's like someone else also knows Kitty Jellybean's always there.
That's interesting. That had to have been one of your mods or something.
Yeah, it's probably one of my mods or someone that really actively stalks like the who's
The
in the
users in
thing.
chat.
So it's like,
Interesting. Okay.
but yeah, it's like I feel like I remember them coming along by the from you.
Yeah.
So that's yeah. Yeah, it's really funny to see how many people are just like silently there, because I do notice that too. I've had people say to me like, I was watching your VODs because you weren't streaming. I'm like, that's crazy.
Yeah, I think that's what people are doing on mine, especially the ones that sit for a couple of hours.
Yeah.
Because there was a friend of ours that it was like somebody was there for 9 minutes, somebody was there for 15, and then somebody was there for 2 or 3 hours. Because I could see when they entered and when they
Yeah.
left, so I was like, oh, that's neat.
That's awesome. But yeah, all right. Just to start wrapping things up, is there anything that you would like to, tell the people where to find you? Anything you want to shout out? All of the good stuff.
I'm Dork Alt Dell on all platforms except OnlyFans. That one's still Nintendork. I wish I were joking. I'm not joking. I don't post anything there, so I mean, you can check it. It's whatever. I have to. You post a selfie or something so your account doesn't get deleted. But other than that, yeah, no, I'm Dork Alt Del, DorkAltDel. I had to think of how to spell it for a second, but on all platforms, I stream on Twitch. I stream on YouTube. I've recently tried to start streaming on Kick, but that's probably not gonna, take
Oh
off
yeah,
or
we didn't
whatever.
even
So
talk about that.
it's because I literally just started last week, so
Yeah.
I'll probably stream on there tomorrow, and I'll make sure the tweet actually goes through this time. But yeah, so but
Yeah.
yeah, Dork Alt Dell, maybe somewhere on screen. I don't know, but yeah, or in the description or something.
It will definitely be in the description.
Hell yeah!
So.
Well, shout out Candy Hearts.
Whoa!
Thanks for having me on and
Of
stuff. You'll follow
course.
Candy
Oh my
and
goodness.
give Candy like all the money and all the subs. That way,
You should give
they
me
can go to
all
PAX
of your
East.
money. You should give me all
Yeah,
of your
I
money.
know we're
actually.
all struggling financially, but Candy's kind of an exception and is struggling more than you. So
Yeah. My pain's at least twice as much as everyone else.
yeah, double give it to the next person.
No, but thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. All right, Tia.